Hi, welcome to my screencast on creating a Weebly site for your classroom. And we're going to begin by logging into Weebly. And the website for Weebly is www.weebly.com. Once you're here, the best thing about signing up for Weebly is that it does allow you to use your Google account to sign up. So you can easily just click on Login with Google. Choose your Google account. And it will log you in. And because I already have an account, it's going to take me directly to my page of where I have my Weebly sites already. But what I can do is go ahead and start by adding a site. And on yours, it's going to ask you what do you want to do, add a site, a blog, store. You're going to choose site because we're doing a website. One of the first things when creating a Weebly page that you're going to do is choose a theme. And as you can see here, they have several different themes here for you to choose from. And another good thing about not having to take a lot of time and trouble yourself over worrying about what's the perfect theme, you can always go back and change it later. So I'm going to go into Portfolio to choose my theme, and I'm going to choose this theme, Journey Portfolio. The first thing it does is it brings up this window that asks you to choose your website domain. This is the URL to your website. So here you want to think about, usually this goes along with the name of your site. So if this was my classroom, I may call it Livingston's Class. And so this, and as you saw as I was typing it in, it gave me the X if that subdomain was already taken, and now this one's available, so I could call it livingston'sclass.weebly.com. And as I choose that and I click continue, and then it takes me to my site. And here, so the first thing it does I've chosen my theme, and it gives me an option to choose a layout. And if you click in there, it'll give you all these options of different layouts you could have for your particular site. And you could go in and go through those layouts and choose which one you'd like if you find a template that works for you. I'm going to customize mine. And in order to do that, on the side here, you'll see all the elements that you have available to you to use on your Weebly page. So I'm going to start with my image, because I know in designing my site, the first thing that's going to pop on my website is going to be my image. So any of the elements that you want to go on your Weebly site, you just take it and drag it over, and then it will create a placeholder for that particular thing. So I'm going to upload my image. And I'm going into my folder. And I'm going to put a picture of my student. So when you come into my page, the first thing you're going to see is an image of my kids. And then I can click on this image, and you'll see where it gives me all these options for spacing, alignment, if I wanted to add a caption to it, and if I wanted to put a border around it, I could change the color of my border. I can change the thickness of the border, all these different options. And I'm going to make it kind of big. And then with my text here, I'm going to want to call it Mrs. Livingston's Class. Website. And there I've got my very first page. And let's say I want to, at the bottom, put a little blurb about my classroom. Once again, I just take my element, drag it over, place it there. And sometimes it will move things around, and you can just kind of go in, play with it, and get it into the position that you want it to be in. So here I got to click here to edit, and here I'm going to say welcome to my class page. Website. And as I type, you'll see that it gives me all the different options. I can change the color of my text, the size of my text, and whether or not I want to bold my text. And then I'm going to put a little placeholder here. Sorry. So try to get it perfect. There we go. All right, so now I've got the very first page of my website almost like I want it, but you know, I'm in my first stages of building my site. And I'm going to go here, and then on the side, these are my pages. If I go here and go to pages, this is where I can add pages. This is where you might want to think about, this is just a word of advice when creating a website. Beforehand, it's best to kind of look at other websites and get an idea of what you may want on your page and on your website. You might want to sketch it out, gather your images ahead of time, any of your electronic documents that you're going to add to your page, so that they'll be easy to access when building your site, so that you can go in with a plan, so that you don't spend a lot of time trying to figure out what it is you want. And if that's the route you want to go, that's fine as well. You just build your site bit by bit. So I'm going to create a standard page, and I'm going to name my new page. I want to have one that's a welcome page, and I'm going to name that page welcome. Click save, and you'll see it's here, and I can move it and put it in the position of where I want it to be. Then you also see it gives you header types, visibility, and then you can go in advanced and look at all these different options as well. There's lots of things in there for you to kind of check out and play with. Then they gave me one for email. If I wanted to have one out that links out to my email, I could do that. But on my site, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to delete that page. So I don't need that one. This was another site page that they had in there for external link through the theme. I don't want that, so I'm going to delete that page as well. And delete this page. I'm going to do another standard page for my homework assignments. I have another page for digital resources for parents. And I think that's all I'm going to have for now. So now when I look here, I'll see my pages. On the side. So you'll see them welcome, homework, and digital resources. And then after I've done all that, that's when I will go back into each one of these pages and go through the same steps as I did for my first page and drag my elements over, make any changes I want and editing them. Like here I'm choosing a layout. I can go through, check that out again. Go back to build and change all the different elements here on the bottom. Now once I've got it, I've finished my web page and I'm happy with it, I can always go back to the very beginning, go back to my home page, and if I feel like I'm good, I can click publish, and it's going to publish my page. So if I were to go to Livingston's class.weebly.com, it's going to take me there. So as soon as you're ready to show your page to the world, that's when you would click publish.